Good evening and good morning, gentlemen. Hello, Steve, Geert, and Thunder. Very rainy. We're in New York, and I'm here looking at the weather. It's not really a test flight, but it's a discovery flight, let's call it that. This is the latest version, the test version of xEnviro. So for those of you that have xEnviro, this is what you have to look forward to. And it's a work in progress, so if you see anything broken, we can note it and we can tell the developer to have a look at it, but so far so good. It really looks nice. It really looks nice. Hope you guys had a good week. I hope you're also having a rest period over the Easter weekend. So I'm going to try and fly a little bit more because I didn't have much to do. I did get a lot of work. I could work if I wanted to, but seeing as everybody's resting, I'll probably do an extra flight or two and we'll get going. By the way, hello Thunder, hello Mac.
Hello Nico.
Hello Nico.
Yeah, welcome. So, I haven't flown in such a freaking long time. I need to figure out all my keys again with xEnviro, so just bear with me. Might as well go read it. It's going to be the easiest. Control M. Okay, yeah. Control M. There we go. So there's the xEnviro widget. So let's get our OFP from SimBrief and go to a weather search. Okay, nice additions. JFK, 7-mile visibility, rain, view at 700 foot, that's low, eh? Broken 1200. Okay, 9 degrees. 2992, and the rest is history. Right, we're on the side of the pond, so we might as well switch to the inches. Okay, I haven't done any setup work or anything. All I did was I went to FlightAware, I checked which runways are in use. I see Navigraph reflects that as well. In the real world, they're using a 04 left and 01. So we are going to use that as well. There's 04. Gentlemen, let me do it differently. Let me actually share the display capture and then bring this thing onto the screen. Now everybody should be able to see it. In fact not, let me move this. This needs to go to screen 1. Okay, sorry guys on Discord, you just have to quickly join me on the other screen stream again. There you go. Alright, so this is 04 left. That's where we are. I parked as close as I wanted to. And so we're basically just going to push back tail in that direction, come down Hotel Bravo, go down Bravo Kilo, and take off. The big trick here is we have a vector departure. So they call this JFK 5. But it turns into a vector very quickly. Now 04 right is also active, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the left because we don't want to cross the active runway in case there's a go around and then we cause a crash. So we're going to turn to the left, vector ourselves to turn to Romeo Bravo Victor, and then we're going all the way down to Washington Ronald Reagan. That's the airport over there. I was hoping to get the river approach coming from there, so we passed the Pentagon and do that sharp hand flown turn into the runway, but they gave us the opposite. Weather is just not permitting us to do that. There's like a 14 knot tailwind coming in on that runway, so we'll skip it. We'll we'll just fly like the real guys. Try again another time. So that in a nutshell is what my plan is. I hope that helps you. The plan is also, it's again published in
Show me where you want to go.
In the show notes if you guys want to copy it. So it's there. As a matter of interest, this is Payware scenery. This is the new Nimbus KJFK for X-Plane 12 that I'm using. And
Those driving up.
in Washington, I'm using the Tversky Design KDCA. Okay, so then obviously AutoOrtho, and we're using the xEnviro non-public test version. That about sums it up. I think we can start setting up, get going. We need to start this airside services. Hey Joshua.
Okay, all doors, hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Oh, I made the obviously a wrong option. Blah blah blah. Sorry about that. And while we are looking at the outside, why don't we call the ground services ourselves anyway? Nope, even I don't know. They don't disclose things like that, Joshua. That is completely and utterly a top secret. Even I don't know that. No, even I don't know that. I'm not privileged to that information. I did ask about 3-4 weeks ago, and I got a no answer reply. Just nothing. In one of my previous streams, I actually mentioned I'm not going to do that again in public because it creates, expectations. We were all hoping it wouldn't be this bad, but some of the comments and stuff we got it's just not worth it. So we'll just skip it. We'll show it when it's final or something again. Hello Marius, hello Dave.
Hello.
Hello Hakan.
How are you?
Alright, and you?
I'm fine, thank you so much.
Good. Keep the vectors. I see they actually vector us to the right. That's interesting. I'm going to turn to the left anyway to rejoin Romeo Bravo Victor, because I was taught from the beginning you never cross an active runway center line. If something goes wrong and there's a cover out there, you're going to have a problem. Now, I suppose the ATC will take care of it, but that's just me. And there we have vectors again. No, it actually goes on then. No, we don't want to do stupid things like that. Okay, so what I'm thinking of, I'll see in flight, but probably I'm going to drop that one. There's no need for us to fly out that far. If we can join those two up later, but we'll do that in flight. Sit and need something to do. We can do that. Right, let's quickly see what is the heading anyway now that I'm thinking about it. Thinking and looking at 44, and that's what we got. Okay. Very nice. Okay, I'm just going to look at the glare. I'm just going to use my web FMC quickly here inside of SDKP to do the rest, because otherwise I have to move my head all over the place to actually see. Okay, and believe it or not, I haven't brought in my flight plan into SDKP, so it's going to take a minute. Not maybe that long. We'll see. Right, got it. And our reserves is 1.6. Cruise level 340, that's fine. We might as well climb fast, get out of here fast. Flaps will be 5. The runway is wet. Gonna do a cutback just for the noise abatement, and the rest will fill in once we load it. I use for my key for the FMC, I go and I press number 4, so that's number 1, that's number 2, that's 3, 4, 5 and 6. Hello Tommy, good evening. Right, let's see how far this loading is. 58%. Right, we're getting there. Unable cruise altitude. Why? Why? Let's go for 300. Stupid. Verify takeoff speeds. Okay, so there is something we don't know. Haha! And somebody isn't intelligent enough to tell us. So we'll climb to 260 and we'll assess it in the air and then we'll go. But let's go look at our legs page. I'm going to close this just to give it a bit of continuity. Maybe that's part of the issue. Let's have a look, see if we have constraints or something. Yeah, there's a couple. But that's on the receiving side. That shouldn't bother us. Let's try again. Now that we've taken out the discontinuity. Unable cruise altitude. Okay, let's just try 280, see if that makes a difference. Still. So we'll go for 260 and we'll step through and we'll go figure it out. It could very well be here that we are too heavy for that cruise altitude, but one would think that somebody is intelligent enough to figure it out. Obviously they're not, so we'll look at what the trip indicator gives us here. I mean, that is Alamak.
You've got one thing to remember with Simbri. You've got a lot of low restriction on that.
I know
and
that.
Simbri, on its total distance, doesn't allow for
for those
climate.
That's it. Yeah, all those restrictions. So that's the only thing I can think of. You're right, Mac. You're right. It's all those limits on the receiving side that we have to consider. Let's just go back. There's no limits on the delivery side. On our takeoff side, there's no limits. It's all those things on the other side that's getting to us. So it will never reach 340 at our current weight. The flight's just too short. So we're going to use the optimal suggested there, which is the 260. Yeah, you're right, Christer. I know. That much I know. But one would think at some point in time that's going to change. Obviously, it will happen later on, not now. So we'll stick to 260. I'm not worried about that. Right. 126, 136, and 146. Right, 100%. We are ready to go. Let me start the APU so long.
He is ready to go.
Yeah. Let's go do the CG.
Trim up.
Unusual reflections on your FMC.
Yeah, it's the sun that shines here through the roof, Mac. It's silly. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right. Right, so it's taken the LNAV, but we know we're going to have a problem with that, so we might as well just stick to heading select. We don't want this aircraft to do funny things when we are in there. So we'll have control. That's heading select there. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Bit heavy on the frames there. That scenery is heavy. It's huge. I hope it doesn't bomb now. Yeah, ever so slightly better, but it's better. Come on. Right, are you guys ready? Are we going? Think so.
Wonderful view, Nico.
Starting pushback. Go ahead, start the engines.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine. and 2. Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Change the display here on Discord. You guys should hear the rain and stuff, the audio again. Right, let's see comments. Sorry guys, I missed a couple there it seems.
25 and 2.
And fuel goes in. Yeah, NYC is very heavy. It's okay now, it depends on which direction you view. That way seems to be a bit more heavy, because that's looking at Manhattan. This way now we're not looking there, so I'm getting 15 to 20 frames more.
Starter cutout.
Hello Rodrigo.
Engine start procedure complete.
Yes, Krister. Thank you. Thanks, Thunder.
Operation complete, set the parking brake.
Hello, Crystal.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Yes, thank you, Linda.
Sir, we have the conditions for icing.
Really? Let's have a look, see. It's 9 degrees. We might as well oblige you then.
Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Right, so we've got engine anti-ice on. Got wing anti-ice on. But we're not going to use the flaps until we get to the other side. Let's quickly do the controller checks and the rudders. There we go. Right, bye-bye. Yeah, with this rain and stuff, it's there's a pin anyway. Seems to be necessary. So, parking brake released. If we do the takeoff config now, it's going to complain because we don't have flaps, so we're not going to do that.
Taxi lights on.
too familiar with this area, so I think we need to turn right here, yes. There I can see the line now. Right, so Bravo will become Kilo, and we're on the right line. We're just gonna go straight. Anyway, Rodrigo, anyway, my friend, you go to flights and you go pick one, or you go to free flight and you make one, or you go to tours and you start them. Yeah. So give me a second. When we are in the air, we can talk about all of those things, and I can actually show you. You know, so typically the first thing that you're going to do is you go to flights. Then you're going to select to and from, okay, or to, yeah, or from and to, other way around. And then you're going to add your bid. Once you've got your bid, you have to go to the bids. Then you have to say create the Simbri flight plan. That will do the transaction with Simbri for you, so you don't have to do anything with Simbri. It's all linked through API in the background. And once you have your dispatch, you start your ACARS client, you connect your ACARS client, and you just go fly the flight. This is 04 left that we're going to use now for takeoff. In the real world, they have the same 04 left, 04 right is active, but right is for arrivals and takeoffs, and left is just for takeoffs. Okay. We currently have a 12-knot headwind on 04 left and a 6-knot crosswind from the left. Just to put you in the picture of the winds and the weather here.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Right, so remember we said we're going to turn to the left so we avoid crossing the active runway center line there on 04 right. And we're going to go put out the flaps. We'll go down to flaps 5. Okay, secure.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
There you go. Before takeoff checklist.
Approaching 04 left.
Okay, so then listen, I'm not going to bother with that. We know we've got flaps 5. RTO is set. We're on the right runway, so I'm okay.
on runway 04 left.
Look at that visibility, eh? Wow.
Stabilized.
Okay. Right, so I'm compensating a little bit already with the ailerons for the wind from the left. Try and get center line going.
80 knots. Throttle full.
Right, 13 knots from 10 o'clock.
Positive rate.
And gear up. Command A.
Acceleration altitude.
Right, so we're in the cutback just for noise abatement. Aircraft's going to spool down to about 81, 82 in 1 there. And the 3000 it will spool up again. And in the interim it will do what it needs to do to accelerate and climb. Right, we are in heading select still, so I'm just scanning through everything. There's flaps 1. We've got a positive rate. Speed increase, so we're going to go flaps up. Go.
Flaps up and set.
Thank you, Linda. Right, so once we start to accelerate at 3000, I'll also start my turn. I can do it earlier, but anyway. Hello, John. I was hoping to see you after our chat this morning. Hope you've got time to spend some time now. Alright, there we're spooling up and we're going to turn to our left. Right, just to make it easy. Oh, okay, yes, well. Let's get rid of that. 12 degrees, that's fine. Let's go and grab our leg and yeah. I forgot to click very fast. This thing moves. Right, there we go, and we can actually go to our nav now. Might as well go to standard, no difference. Yes, Rodrigo, this is the latest xEnviro test build that I can eventually now show you guys. Huge improvements, and it's not done yet. I promise you, it looks amazing, eh? Look at the light reflection there of the landing lights. Yes, John. Yeah, just JFK. KDCA.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign will be switched off shortly. However, for own safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
We have an excellent team on board today, and we are all happy to offer you any assistance you may require throughout the flight. Our in-flight entertainment has begun.
Okay, Steve. Stay safe. Look after yourself. Right, let's have a look at our preferences again. Okay. Yeah, Sean, I felt guilty this morning. I was speaking to John 2 lines above yours and I realized the people in the Americas, North and South America, that timeline, don't get to see me that often. I must make a plan. Hey, Thunder.
That's right. Although I'm quite often here for the streams.
Yeah, I know. I presumed you would be in that area or that time zone, yeah, John. Start. Rodrigo, the video is on my YouTube page. Give me a second, I'll share it here. There's a huge video in the one Skymatix VA section there. Let me just grab it for you and I'll put it on screen for you here in the chat. I must actually make a new video, but we are expecting an update. I think we said on the 15th of April, gentlemen. For all the guys that are members of the VA, we're going to have a downtime of an hour or two so that Marco can actually do the switch over. There's a lot of updates that we are behind, and I don't think it's much that you guys are going to see the difference, but the engine running behind the scenes needs a major update. Okay, so we don't expect any issues, but it will be off for about 2 hours, and an hour or two at least. Might be easier, but let's budget on that. Okay, just to get us up to date, because we're really falling behind on the updates now. Yeah, so if you watch that video, Rodrigo, it basically explains the nitty-gritty gist of it, you know, and you can definitely get going from there. Otherwise, what you need to do is use the Discord in the VA support room. You just ask your questions. Somebody there will answer it. Thanks, Thunder. But it is straightforward, okay, yeah?
Just to assure people about the update, we're currently testing a test installation, so we don't anticipate any problems.
Yeah. Yeah, we try and be thorough, but you never know, you know, so we just want to make you guys aware we are going to do it, and you shouldn't fly at that time, you know. Dave, this is the latest test version of xEnviro. This is not Visual XP. I'm finally able to show you a working copy. I can't show you the stuff during testing. There's a whole bunch of things I can and cannot do, you know. Apart from the NDA, there's also the friendship, you know, whether I have with the people, I don't want to disappoint them, so we don't show you a lot of things. That's why I go experiment with other stuff just to have weather, but always come back to xEnviro, and this is the latest one. Non-public, in fact, I don't know if there's more than 5 people that actually have this copy on Earth, you know, so it's very limited. That was a nice cloud breaking experience there. Hey Rob, sorry I missed you. I was talking right over you there. Apologies. Welcome. Exactly, I was thinking the same thing, Thunder. Remember when we had it where it was so bright you could never see out the front window? You know, it was terrible. You know, so now you can immediately see how the iris changes, you know, in your eye in brackets.
Yeah, that's why I stopped and went back to active sky for now until new release. This is looking excellent.
Yeah, loving it. Our optimum and maximum is still a bit of an enigma, because optimum is 273, but we can actually go higher if we want to, but do we want to? That's the other question. We might want to actually go up to 30.
You've only got 68 nautical miles, isn't it, to top of descent? So maybe that's why.
No, that's... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I didn't even check that. Thank you, Thunder.
Yeah, no trouble.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's start planning, because otherwise we're gonna run out of space here. What would I do without you tonight? Thunder. I could have messed up badly now.
Oh no, all good.
Yeah. Right, so we have -4. We have altimeter of 2999. Right, so right, let's read the METAR view remark. Okay, there's no precipitation, so we've got a dry runway. We've got 11 degrees. That won't make much of a difference, but let's just check it. There's no compensation. Right. Pilot monitoring, yes, good to have. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would have sat here and played around and then eventually said, oh, yeah, you know, remember, you must just check the basics. I remember my math teacher always saying, why do you get the difficult things right, but you mess up with the easy things? It's because you don't read, you don't, suppose you don't pay all that much attention, and then all of a sudden it bites you. Thanks, Rodrigo. You too.
Ready for descent procedure.
Right, I suppose I need to set up everything else as well, not just the first bit. .007. Let's quickly see, 1,600. Right, do we have a VOR? 101. Hey, okay, I didn't notice.
I think it's 1110.
Yeah, that's the one. 1110. Thank you so much.
I flew into there yesterday and landed on 01, so.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. I had to just leave my dyslexia behind me. Right, this is now 1099. That's really true. I actually read it. 1099. Blumenik. Thanks, Thunder. 1099.
And I used radio altimeter 106 when I landed, but you do whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah, according to the chart, it's 214 on the Barrow.
Yeah.
And that is 999. All right. Well, yeah, I'm just going to test something quickly anyway. Okay, so just bear with me.
Approach top of descent.
Takes a while to just rebuild everything, eh? Yeah, it's really coming along very nicely, Krister. Must be honest. Yeah, that's fixed, Krister. That is fixed. If you update to the latest version that is actually publicly available, it should be fixed anyway. I speak under correction, but there was like this small update. I think that was covered. If not, forgive me. But in this one, it definitely should be fixed. I tested the previous build quite a bit. Oh yeah, that's me. Okay, Tommy, stay well, you two. We'll talk over the weekend sometime, I'm sure.
He could probably copyright this stream for me.
Mac, you're broadcasting. Alright, gotcha, Krister. Hello, Papa Mike. Nice to have you here. I'll try and stream a little bit more in the evening so you guys in the Americas can join us. Yeah, I think that's better. Maybe better. Hello, Gilbert. Goeienaand. Oh yeah, I saw that video. What a shame. What a story.
Approaching transition.
No, the flyby is generated by X camera, not by X plane. Okay, so I'll show you quickly the difference. This is X camera,
Ready for approach checklist.
and the flyby I get from X camera. And then I'm going to show you the normal one. Here's the normal one. This is the X plane version. So I can see why you think it's slowed down. But yes, it is, but it's not from the same camera system, if that makes sense. Hope you understand. Yeah, this is the custom orbit. I've got 3 different versions. So the first one is quite close and it's stable on one level. The second one stable on one level, but a little bit further. And then this one actually moves up and down. You know, so it moves in the circle, but not at the same level all the time. So this one is nice for screenshots, you know, when you want something of the aircraft. And then obviously you can go shift and F4 and, or shift and 4. What's it? Shift and 4. Yeah, shift and 4. And then you can just, you know, put the camera where you want. I lost my autopilot again. Why? I'm not sure. I wonder if there's a problem with one of the keys that I'm pressing that cuts the autopilot. That is strange. You go outside again. I'm back in. Okay, I'll have to troubleshoot it. It looks like it's when I use my number 8 key. Alright, stupid. Not sure how I messed that up, but that seems to be creating a problem. Let's go. Number 4, have a look like this, then go back. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to go troubleshoot that number 8 key is doing something it shouldn't. I think it's much more realistic, much more lifelike when I look at these clouds than some of the others I've seen. Yeah, agreed. I've agreed. I'm going to use runway 01. By the way, I've just looked at it. The minimums, the 106 that we discussed earlier on the stream, that's for a Cat 2 approach. We don't really need a Cat 2 approach, and then we've also got the Cat 1 basically, which is just what I chose. Should be okay. Not that I know of. I haven't heard a single thing. Yeah, Dave, that would have been marvelous if they did that, but clearly not, eh? But then again, they're in America. It's a couple of hours still, man. He might get it. I might wake up to it. Who knows? Dave, no, I run both of them. What happens is the Orbx trees doesn't have the script that prevents it from sitting on top of golf courses and buildings. Okay, so you're going to see those kind of anomalies, whereas Sim even puts it more, thoughtful down in, proper places. So there is that. It's a bit overgrown when you use it, but I run both of them at the same time right now. Thunder, I don't know. The way I get it is an overwrite. I just get a zip file, unzip it, like the Zibo updates. But I do know that they do sometimes, pack it in a new zip. So I can't tell you. I don't know. No idea. Well, there's my FPS right now. Okay. At one point, remember when I switched it off and back on, I was down to like 20 FPS. But that could be an area mistake, an area fault. I was probably flying over a harsh area or something with scenery. Look at the FPS now. It's not bad.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Thank you, Linda. Right, so on landing we're expecting 11 knots from the front and 2 from the left side, so that should be nice, should be cool. That too, Dave, yep. Christer, I heard the pub is open right in front of the Potomac, but we don't know. We're not going to go check unless we really have to, eh? I promised the wife I'll come home early tonight. We'll see. Yes, Papa Mike, I've heard that, which is one of the reasons I don't really like flying with the default weather. Eh? Hello, James. Carry on. Yeah, and whether the wings are stretched and all those things, hey, Christer? If I put that thing there, then you should be able to keep an eye on the FPS. Let's see what it does. Looks like we've had a altimeter update. Let's go have a look. Do 996. See, it pays to check. 2996. There we go. Right, so stow the tray tables, guys. Get the seats upright and buckle up. Let's see what we can do. Ah, look at the AutoOrtho. This looks so cool. Speed brake armed. Auto brake is armed. Cabin secure. Linda's got the lights. We'll try.
Radio altimeter.
1000 to level off. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Yeah, Dave, that happens sometimes.
Ready for landing checklist.
Yes, it is, Dave.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Yeah, I've noticed in the turn there, but it seems to have stabilized around 28, 29.
Approaching 0.
Hey, Scotsman. No problem.
Clear to land runway 01.
400. 300. Approaching decision height. 200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use. knots. Yeah. Great landing.
Thank you, gentlemen. That was a nice landing.
It was very nice, very nice. That cloud in front of you is a very... it almost looks as if it's touching the ground.
It is. I think that's a problem. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. But
Oh,
anyway.
look, we got a taxi through it.
We might not. Yeah, let's do this.
Might be a touch unrealistic.
Mac, if you look at the cloud here on the left hand side, it's a bleed through. Okay, so obviously this is a test version, and you know, there are issues that needs to still be addressed, but at least it's on video now, so I can tell the developer to come have a look, because there's definitely a bleed through. You can see that cloud is wrong there by the building. Microburst. Woo-woo.
It could have been, I mean.
See, the cloud's gone now.
Oh, nice little trip, Nico.
Yeah. I just felt like doing a bit of a flight now. So I'm glad you guys were here and joined and enjoyed it with me. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Thank you, Thunder. Yeah, group hugs. Thanks, man. Thanks, John.
After landing procedure complete.
Yeah, the scenery here looks really nice. I've not flown in here since I installed it and got it, so I've come to have a look, but not flown into it, you know, so it looks real nice.
Flaps up and set.
Looks like we can move a little bit forward. I don't know if that's far enough, who knows. Right. And there they go.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
Landing rate, great. What was the approach like? Approach also just great. We can only hope for all the fixes now to be better, make things better for us. Right, I need to file this for the VA. Let's close STKP. Good. file the flight. Yeah, there's... Oh wait, what happened now? You know? Ah, sorry guys, my computer froze up, so you lost me there for a few seconds, it seems. See what happens. Yeah, microburst on the PC and the bug in 8 cars. Yeah, things happen. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me then. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, whatever you guys are going to be doing, and we'll see you guys over the weekend a few times. I mean, it is a long weekend, so tomorrow we off, Monday we off, and in between. On Saturday, I might not stream at 10 a.m., okay? I have a customer that might come and see me. And the only time, again, it's like magic. These people know, they know it's 10 a.m. when I want to start my stream and they want to come and see me. But we'll fill in the blanks in between, okay? We'll make a plan and I'll just remind everybody as I know more. All right, so happy Easter to everybody else. Yeah, may God bless you and, you know, remember what happened on Easter. So you guys go have fun and we'll speak to you soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Nico.
Okay.